Super Sneaker and the Case of the Missing Snacks. In the bustling city of Munchville, where every kid loved snacks, there was a hero unlike any other. This wasn't a hero with capes or lasers or even muscles. Nope, this hero was a kid just like any other. Except for one thing. She was known as Super Sneaker. Why Super Sneaker, you ask? Because she could sneak around without making a single sound, even on the creakiest floors. And not only that, she had a super sniffing nose, which could detect snacks from miles away. Her real name was Ellie, but whenever there was a snack emergency, she became Super Sneaker. One Friday afternoon, just as all the kids were getting ready for the big Munchville picnic, a terrible thing happened. The most beloved snack in the city, Big Mama's marvelous chocolate chip muffins, went missing from the bakery. The entire town was devastated, and the kids could hardly believe it. Who would take their precious muffins? The Munchville mayor immediately called for Super Sneaker. Ellie quickly donned her purple sneakers, her trusty sidekick Pep, and her snack tracker 3000, a device she invented herself that could track down any snack. "Don't worry, everyone," Ellie said confidently, "Super Sneaker is on the case." She and Pep started by visiting Big Mama's bakery, sniffing around for any clues. The floor was covered in tiny crumbs that looked like chocolate chip muffin crumbs. Super Sneaker put her nose close to the ground and gave a sniff. "Aha! Whoever took the muffins left a trail," she whispered to Pep. They followed the crumb trail down Munchville Lane, where they found their first suspect, Tommy Two Socks. Tommy was known for his love of all things chocolate chip. He was even wearing a shirt that said, "I chocolate chips." Super Sneaker raised an eyebrow and said, "Tommy, do you know anything about the missing muffins?" Tommy looked surprised. "Me? I love muffins, but I wouldn't steal them," he said, munching on an apple. "All I have is this apple snack." Super Sneaker checked her snack tracker 3000, which blinked a red light. Nope, Tommy wasn't the culprit. She and Pep continued on their way, following more crumbs that led them to the Munchville skate park. There, they found their next suspect, Sally Skates-A-Lot, who had a reputation for sneaky stashes of snacks in her backpack. Super Sneaker looked at Sally. "Hey, Sally, seen any chocolate chip muffins around here?" Sally shook her head, holding up a bag of popcorn. "No muffins here, just popcorn." "Gotta stay light for all my tricks," she said, popping a piece in her mouth. Pep sniffed around and shook his head, too. "No muffin smell on Sally." Super Sneaker scratched her head. Who could have taken them? Just then, she noticed a strange sight, a trail of chocolate crumbs leading to the Munchville library. She and Pep raced inside, following the crumbs until they reached the back of the library. There, hidden between two tall bookshelves, was none other than the Muncher. The Muncher was a mysterious creature in Munchville legend. Some said he was a kid who could never get enough snacks, others said he was a snack-loving raccoon who wore a tiny cape. No one really knew. But sure enough, there he was, munching away on Big Mama's muffins. Super Sneaker stepped forward, hands on her hips. "Muncher! You took the muffins." The Muncher looked up, crumbs all over his face. Maybe," he said, swallowing the last bite of a muffin. "Those muffins weren't just for you," Super Sneaker said with a stern look. The whole town was going to share them at the picnic. The Muncher looked guilty. I love muffins. Especially chocolate chip ones. I didn't mean to take them all." He looked down at his feet, which shuffled in guilt. Super Sneaker sighed. She knew how it felt to love snacks. I understand, Muncher. But you can't just take things that aren't yours. You have to share. The Muncher nodded, agreeing to make it up to everyone. Super Sneaker, Pep, and the Muncher quickly whipped up a new batch of muffins. With Big Mama's recipe in hand, they baked hundreds of muffins in record time, and by the time they were done, Munchville was filled with the smell of warm, delicious chocolate chip muffins. At the picnic, Super Sneaker made sure everyone got their share, including the Muncher, who had to wear a bib that said, "Snack Thief in Recovery." And so, the picnic was saved, and Super Sneaker became the hero of Munchville once again. From then on, the Muncher helped her bake treats for all the town's events, and the legend of Super Sneaker only grew stronger. But remember, kids, if you ever see a trail of crumbs, keep your eyes peeled. It might just be the Muncher. Or Super Sneaker, hot on the case.